Patuloy na pinag-aaralan ng Department of Finance ang kahandaan ng Pilipinas para sa pag-implementa ng carbon pricing. Sa naging pagdinig ng Committee on Climate Change, binanggit ni Chairperson at Bohol 1st District Representative Edgar Chato na inaasahang may papasa na sa ikatlong pagbasa ang Local Carbon Economy Investment Bill. Layo nitong hikayatin ng mga namumuhunan na mabawasan ng carbon emission. Ngunit ayon sa mambabatas, isa sa kanilang tinitignan ay kung nakahani ba ang panukalang batas sa pagsusuring isinagawa ng Department of Finance.
And we at the Committee on Climate Change are particularly interested in finding out whether or not the Low Carbon Economy Investment Bill, which was approved by the House of Representatives on second reading and may pass on third reading anytime now, is aligned with the results and recommendations of the study of the Department of Finance.
Sa ngayon, pinag-aaralan ng DOF ang ilan sa mga epekto ng carbon pricing sa bansa. Kabilang na dyan ang posibleng bahagyang pagbaba at pagtaas ng Gross Domestic Product o GDP sa unang taon at sa mga susunod pa kapag na-implementa na ito.
Carbon pricing has some minor initial impacts on GDP and inflation in the short term. Based on the report, the GDP is expected to decrease by 1.2% in 2030, while inflation is expected to increase by 0.07%. Carbon pricing can boost GDP above business as usual in the medium term, but only if significant revenues are reinvested into productive areas.
Dagdag pa ng ahensya, ang pagtatakda ng carbon pricing ay makatutulong upang mabawasan ng greenhouse emissions sa bansa.
The studies show that the reduction in emissions by 2040 come from fuel switching in power, mode switching in transport, and improved efficiency in the industry.
Samantala, para makamit ang isang low-carbon economy, kailangan muna nilang magkaroon ng carbon pricing instrument, kabilang narito ang renewable energy certificates, tax incentives at low-cost loans. Nagwakas ang pagdinig sa hiling ni Representative Jato na magsagawa pa na isang hearing para plansyahin ang naturang panukalang batas. Bagamat hindi siya kasama sa 28th Congress, nagpasalamat ang mambabatas sa mga naging bahagi at katuwang niya sa ilalim ng Committee on Climate Change. Para sa totoong balita sa Bagong Pilipinas, Julian Bunag, Congress News.